Palestine and Israel War. The conflict between Israel and Palestine is a long-standing, deeply complex issue rooted in historical, religious, and political tensions. It has been marked by multiple wars, ongoing violence, and numerous attempts at peace negotiations. Here is an overview of the Israel-Palestine conflict and some of the major wars and events associated with it. Historical background. The roots of the conflict can be traced back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries when Jewish and Arab nationalist movements emerged in response to growing immigration of Jews into Ottoman-controlled Palestine. 1948 Arab-Israeli War, War of Independence. This conflict began in 1947 and culminated in the establishment of the State of Israel in 1948. Arab states, including Egypt, Jordan, Syria, and Iraq, opposed the UN partition plan that recommended the creation of separate Jewish and Arab states. The war resulted in Israel's independence, with borders different from those proposed by the UN partition plan. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinian Arabs became refugees. 1956 Suez Crisis. Suez War. Israel, along with the UK and France, invaded Egypt in response to the nationalization of the Suez Canal. International pressure forced the withdrawal of the invading forces. 1967 Six-Day War. Israel preemptively attacked its Arab neighbors, including Egypt, Jordan, and Syria, in 1967. Israel gained control of the Gaza Strip, West Bank, East Jerusalem, the Golan Heights, and the Sinai Peninsula. This war led to the ongoing Israeli occupation of the West Bank, East Jerusalem, and Gaza Strip. 1973 Yom Kippur War. In 1973, Egypt and Syria launched a surprise attack on Israel on the holy day of Yom Kippur. The conflict eventually led to a ceasefire, and Israel retained control of the Sinai Peninsula. It also heightened international efforts to reach a peace agreement. First and Second Intifadas. The First Intifada, 1987 to 1993, and the Second Intifada, 2000 to 2005, were periods of sustained Palestinian uprisings against Israeli occupation. These events resulted in significant loss of life and destruction in the occupied territories. Gaza conflicts. Israel's unilateral withdrawal from the Gaza Strip in 2005 was followed by clashes and ultimately the takeover of Gaza by the Islamist organization Hamas in 2007. Subsequent conflicts in Gaza, including the Gaza War of 2008 to 2009 and the Gaza War of 2014, have resulted in heavy civilian casualties and humanitarian crises. Peace negotiations. Various peace initiatives and negotiations, including the Oslo Accords, Camp David Accords, and the Annapolis Conference, have attempted to resolve the conflict, but a comprehensive and lasting peace agreement remains elusive. The Israel-Palestine conflict remains one of the most intractable and divisive issues in the world today. It is characterized by competing national narratives, territorial disputes, issues of sovereignty, and the rights and aspirations of both Israelis and Palestinians. The search for a just and lasting solution to this complex and deeply rooted conflict continues to be a significant challenge for the international community.